A strong company culture is exactly what enables a successful business to retain talent, boost work efficiency, and increase profitability. In the current era, where organisations are dealing with the disruptions of COVID-19 and where large portions of employees are working from home, it's more important than ever for business leaders to ensure that their employees feel valued and empowered. But many business leaders still struggle to establish and foster a positive company culture. It's a major problem for business leaders in the real world. And as we'll see in some of the videos, it's a problem for fictional business leaders as well. Today we're going to be looking at some examples of company culture from famous movies and TV shows. And I'll be critiquing the actions of the business leaders and offering some better alternatives. Let's get to it. The first movie we're going to be watching is The Wolf of Wall Street. Good movie. A lot of people think so. But does it really demonstrate a great culture? Demonstrates interesting culture. Let's have a look.
And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers who will not take no for an answer, my warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or dies!
Well, I'll say one thing, he's a good motivator. But does that sort of motivation really develop the sort of culture that you want within an organisation? And we know what happens, that sort of toxic culture actually leads to some pretty awful behaviours, and in the case of The Wolf of Wall Street, they actually all ended up in jail. But this creating mass competition within an organisation, some of it can be healthy, but the sort of competition that he's trying to engender in that workforce, that does not lead to the sort of collaborative sharing and collectively achieving success, which is really going to take an organisation into the future. Okay, our next clip is from the series The Office.
Okay, Michael, why don't you start us off?
That wasn't much of an introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, your boss, Michael Scott.
Oh, still lame. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ryan, for that wonderful introduction. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about PowerPoint. PowerPoint.
Yes, I forgot about Ryan's presentation, and yes, it would have been nice to do well with the first presentation that he'd given me. But you know what else would have been nice? Winning the lottery.
And the best way to start is to hit.
Okay, first of all, wrong version of The Office. The UK version was much better, and we do like Ricky. So, the points that came out of that clip, first of all, belittling your employees, criticising your people in front of their colleagues, never a great thing to do. Perhaps he's just looking to do it by trying to elevate himself and make himself look more important, but it just actually makes you look the fool. Criticise in private, praise in public. Always a good maxim to work on. Secondly, be prepared. When you're talking to your employees, when you're talking to your people, demonstrate that you are prepared and you are genuinely interested. If you want your people to excel, if you want your people to bring their all and bring their best to the organisation and be prepared, you've got to walk the talk. You need to be prepared, and you need to demonstrate that you actually really value and are really interested in what they're talking about. And finally, one for the ladies. And in fact, probably one of my favourite films too, The Devil Wears Prada. Let's see Miranda.
No. Right, February, back of the issue. Did anybody speak with Selma's people yet?
Yes, but she'd rather do the summer cover because she has a movie coming out.
Also, I'm pulling the Tubin piece on the Supreme Court woman, and I need to see a new draft on that piece about shopping for a plastic surgeon. It's dull. And this layout for the Winter Wonderland spread. Not wonderful yet.
Okay, I'll look at it.
What about Testina? Where are we on that?
Zach Posen's doing some very sculptural suits, so I suggested that Testino shoot them at the Noguchi Garden.
Perfect. Thank God somebody came to work today. What about accessories for April?
One thought I had was enamel, bangles, pendants, earrings.
No, we did that 2 years ago. What else?
She certainly runs a tight meeting. Perhaps some of us could learn from being succinct and keeping the conversation short. But does the way she talks to her people, does the way she listens to ideas really going to bring out the best in people? Are people really going to want to come out with an idea in front of Miranda when you're not sure if you're going to be slammed down and if you're going to be slammed down hard? Create an environment where people can bring their ideas. We talk about no idea is stupid in meetings, and I think you need to do that. If you want to bring in your employees into the organisation, into the meeting, you've got to let them come up with some ideas, and you've got to listen to them and not put them down. That's all for now. A great deal of effort, dedication, communication and collaboration are necessary to define and develop a positive culture within an organisation. It all starts with leadership. If you can set the right tone and lead by example, your employees will follow suit. And remember, if your business needs guidance in these challenging times, the Grant Thornton team and I are all here to help.